Here at First Aid, Accident and Emergency, we quite often get asked by parents what to do with a baby when they're choking. First of all, if a baby is actually coughing or making some kind of noise, it's encouraged to let the baby cough and they continue to cough and make noise because the airway is still open. If the baby stops coughing and makes no noise whatsoever, check their airway and do a bit of a finger sweep to clear it to see if that's alleviated the problem. If it hasn't, and the baby is making no noise and not coughing at all and starting to turn blue, then what we recommend to do is to grab the baby like this, having a V grip on the jaw, leaning the baby slightly forward and giving some firm hits in the back. What this is going to do is encourage that thoracic cavity to make the air push out of the airway, which is almost replicating a cough because the baby can no longer cough themselves. If this hasn't worked by giving some good solid hits in the back, then what we're going to do is put the baby on a firm surface and push down from the front to see if we can get the air out. We continue that twice through and we get an ambulance on the way if this hasn't worked. At this point in time, you need to make sure that if the baby is still not breathing, that you deliver 2 breaths. 1, 2. You need to keep that head in a neutral position, which is called the sniff position, because if the baby's airway is tilted back, it will close the airway off due to breastfeeding and anatomy being slightly further back in the airway. You'll need a good positive seal over the nose and the mouth if you can. If you can't, at least make sure you block the nose when you're doing this. Start CPR from here if the baby hasn't started breathing, which is 2 puffs and 30 compressions, and wait for the ambulance to arrive.